Arkham City is the second game in the famous Arkham series. It is known as the best game in the series and is most people's favourite game in the 4-game series. If you haven't, we advise you watch the first video because we build off ideas off that video in this one. Without giving away too many of my thoughts on this game, we would agree it is almost perfect and only has a few problems that are really minor, but even if we only say a few slight problems, some people may still get triggered. Remember, we are mainly going to talk about the positives. As mentioned before, this is an almost perfect game.
As mentioned before, there are a few negatives in this otherwise incredible game, but one annoying part of this game is there is one bad boss battle. This is great compared to Arkham Asylum, which only had 2 good ones. The one rubbish boss battle isn't even part of the story, it is just a side mission, so you don't even have to do it. But this fight is the Deadshot fight. It is so quick but also really frustrating, as Rocksteady tried to recapture the nostalgia and awesomeness of the Scarecrow fight, where you can't get seen or you instantly die, but it just doesn't work and makes a boring fight. Another negative I have is that the big twist at the end of the story, if you don't know, the twist is the main villain of the whole game is Ra's al Ghul, the person you beat hours ago in the game. This twist is quite disappointing. Okay, the final problem with this game is another really small one that doesn't affect gameplay or the story. It is that Robin is absolutely wasted in this game. Partway through the story, Tim Drake's Robin arrives, and he has an epic design that obviously the creators took ages to make. But he's in the game for less than a minute, which is another disappointing aspect. Now, time to talk about what makes this game a masterpiece. The first great aspect are the many amazing boss battles. There are countless awesome boss fights that are perfect gameplay wise. The first boss fight to mention is the Solomon Grundy fight. This battle is great because it is so unexpected in the game, but still manages to be awesome. The genuine fight is decent, but the best section is the cinematic beforehand, where Solomon Grundy speaks his infamous nursery rhyme and attempts to punch Batman, causing an awesome screenshot. Some other good and memorable fights are the Ra's al Ghul, Clayface, and the extremely trippy Mad Hatter fight. These are all fun and cool fights to play, but the main one I need to talk about is the Mr. Freeze fight. It is, in my personal opinion, obviously the best battle in the entire franchise. The reason this fight is so expertly designed is because, like many other fights, you can't just fight Freeze hand to hand. You have to sneak around a room whilst you are being hunted by Freeze. Each time you use an attack, he memorises it, so you can't use that same ability again. So you have to use multiple stealth takedowns and different environmental objects around the complex room to take him out. This fight is so tense and leaves you with no time to breathe. Unfortunately, there is only one other fight like this, which is the second Bane fight in Origins. The next great element of this wonderful game is the map. In Arkham Asylum, I complained about how small and claustrophobic the map was, but in this game, the map is a giant city that is very lively. It is filled to the brim with Riddler trophies and random thugs scattered on rooftops. This makes the game feel really busy and alive. Also, the map is split up into different sections that are all distinct and iconic, like Park Row and the Amusement Mile. To add on, the combat in this game is much better and more refined than the Arkham Asylum one, which was still really good. In this game, the combat is so quick and smooth and is extremely rewarding. Also, the graphics are slightly better than Asylum, and as you will learn, they keep getting better in each game. In conclusion, this game is so close to perfect, and in most elements it is amazing, with the best boss fights and map in the whole franchise.
Thanks for watching a video on Calibre or listening to us on SoundCloud. If you want to see us review the other 2 games, remember to like, comment and subscribe.